11 News starts with breaking news.
Hi, everyone. We are following major breaking news in the Wilkinsburg shooting massacre. The jury is now deliberating in the trial of Sharon Shelton.
And we're getting our first look at some of the evidence the jury is looking at, including surveillance video. Prosecutors say shows Shelton's movements the night of the shooting. As you know, he's accused of shooting 5 people and an unborn baby at a cookout 4 years ago.
Prosecutors did not show the jury any evidence placing Shelton at the crime scene, so their case depends on evidence collected before and after the shooting. Channel 11's Mike Holden joins us live inside the courthouse with a closer look at some key evidence. Mike?
Peggy and Gordon, good afternoon to you. If you're just joining us here on TV, we do want to stress this. No verdict at this point in this Wilkinsburg mass shooting trial. What we do know, though, is that jurors have been deliberating since a little after 9 o'clock this morning. We're now entering the lunch hour, so it appears they may be taking a break or they may continue deliberating while they're eating. On top of that, too, we just got brand new footage. We're talking footage from inside the courtroom that was played out to jurors, pictures as well as video, and what some are calling very damning and perhaps incriminating evidence. I want to show it to you right now, so take a look right here at your TV. New this afternoon, you were looking at video of Sharon Shelton having a conversation with his father inside the jail. Shelton did not know he was being recorded at the time. He's never seen speaking out loud, but it appears to show him acting out holding a gun with 2 hands and pulling the trigger repeatedly if you look closely there. And we want to show you this letter as well. It is addressed to Pops, who is the father of Shelton's girlfriend. It says, quote, "Around the corner at Bubby's house, I got something there that I was working on getting rid of." And at the very bottom of the letter, just before his signature, it says, quote, "Burn this when done reading." Now, out here live this afternoon, again, no verdict at this point. Clearly, this is an ongoing situation. We have multiple crews following deliberations at this point, including my colleague Aaron Martin, who is upstairs on the 5th floor, closely monitoring the jurors who are inside still talking at this point. We're going to continue to follow the latest live developments throughout the course of this day, and as soon as a verdict comes down or if any new information breaks, we're going to send you an alert to your smartphone through the Channel 11 WPXI News app, and of course, look for the latest live developments for Channel 11 News starting at 5 o'clock tonight. Reporting live inside the Allegheny County Courthouse this afternoon, Mike Holden, Channel 11 News.
Thanks, Mike. And more breaking news. Channel 11 is live on the scene of a train crash in Blahniks. Police were called to 4th Street and Center Avenue this morning. If you're familiar with this area, it is right near Blahniks Community Park. Not sure what we're looking at here. Just see the train stopped right now. We're also getting reports that there are some power outages in that area. Looks like you can see something on the tracks, Gordon. Does that look like a car?
It looks like some damage, a damaged vehicle or a wheel there,
yeah. Okay, well, we're asking all the questions. We hope to learn more during our newscast. Again, Duquesne Light is reporting that there are some outages. They've got more than 4 dozen customers impacted. Stay with us for breaking updates throughout this newscast.
A business owner stabbed in the middle of the day. That attack unfolded right outside his store in Whittaker, and that's where Channel 11's Liz Kilmer joins us live. Liz, you learned the man accused in the stabbing works for the borough.
Yeah, that's right, guys. That employee is Dwayne Bergwin, and according to police, it was right here out front of Lizzie's convenience store where he apparently pulled up in a public works vehicle, jumped out of the passenger side, ultimately stabbing the store's owner. Now, thankfully, the owner was already released from the hospital. In fact, he returned to work here today, telling me that he's okay. Now, we first brought you this violent situation as breaking news yesterday at noon. It was just an hour earlier when, according to police, the owner of Lizzie's Dairy walked out of his Whittaker Street convenience store with his handyman. Suddenly, the Whittaker Public Works truck pulled up and Bergwin got out of the passenger side and started yelling at the handyman. I did speak off camera with that handyman, who says that Bergwin may have been upset with him over not starting a job. Police say the store owner tried to intervene, and that's when Bergwin yelled, quote, "I'm going to slice you," and stabbed the store owner in the neck. Court documents say it was a close call. Had the knife gone a fraction of an inch deeper, he would have died. His customers tell me they're relieved he's okay.
Wow. I just can't believe that would happen up here. And plus, he's a really nice guy. Like, I know that he does, like, a lot of stuff for a lot of people, helps out a lot of families. Didn't deserve it, that's for sure.
And Bergwin, at last check, was not in jail. Police say he actually ended up stabbing himself in the arm and was seriously hurt and taken to the hospital. Now, meantime, I did speak with someone with the borough who tells me that he is a public works employee. She was not able, however, to comment on his employment status. But as soon as we get an update, we're going to let you know. Reporting live in Whittaker, I'm Liz Kilmer, Channel 11 News.
3 people were hurt, including a child, when flames took over a home in Beaver County. This photo, you can see heavy smoke just billowing from a home on Jefferson Street in Rochester last night. 7 people were inside that house at the time. One victim is being treated for smoke inhalation, and a second adult and a child had some minor burns.
Work continues on the hillside above Noblestown Road in the West End. Mud, rocks, and tree branches slid onto the road yesterday from West End Park Drive, I should say. Noblestown is closed in both directions between Weaver and Walbridge Streets. Some snow over Pittsburgh. This is video of our tower cam about an hour ago showing some big flakes falling out there and kind of whiteout conditions. You can barely make out the silhouette of the city. Snow moving out of Pittsburgh, with some places just seeing more rain. Meteorologist Danielle Dozier tracking it all for us in Severe Weather Center 11.
Yeah, so the visibility has really come down in some spots because of these heavier bursts of snow, guys. And yes, we do have some rain that's also out there, but that has primarily been focused down across our southern communities. Let's take a look here at some video that we had shot from downtown earlier today as the snow was coming down. And I know at one point in the Pittsburgh area, we had visibility that was reduced to just a half a mile because of how heavy that snow was coming down. Let's take a look at the radar right now. You can see that snow still in Indiana. We have a rain-snow mix around the Greensburg area. Zooming in here a little closer to Pittsburgh. A few flurries. I just checked out the live tower cam, so those are still kind of hanging on, but the bulk of the heaviest moisture through southern Allegheny County, pushing through Westmoreland County, also Indiana. Again, seeing some heavier bursts of snow. Visibility there is reduced to 3 miles. Look at the white color here in southern Allegheny County. That's some really reduced visibility, so if you're heading out, certainly want to make sure you have your headlights on and drive with caution. You can always stay updated by downloading our Severe Weather Team 11 app for the latest radar and video forecast updates. But for now, I want to let you know we've got more rain, more snow on the way later in the week. I've got updates to that forecast coming up.
We're grieving hard. We're grieving hard.
We're learning more about 3-year-old Chasity Clancy. She was shot and killed in Belts Hoover over the weekend. Her cousin, Pastor George Logan, told us she was full of energy and loved to smile. He says the family is leaning on their faith and each other to get them through this.
We're pressing through prayer, through the strength of our family. We're a faith-driven family, and we believe in the scriptures. And all things give thanks. And so we thank God for just the life of Chasity.
Marlon Pritchard is charged in her death. Chastity's family says that Pritchard and his wife were watching Chasity while her mother was out of town. Pritchard told police he had a gun under his pillow when he went to sleep, and it accidentally went off, hitting Chasity. Grief support for the community will be available tonight. It starts at 5:30 at the McKinley Park Shelter House on Delmont Avenue. And more breaking news. Harvey Weinstein's defense team has rested in his New York rape trial without Weinstein himself ever testifying. He's charged with raping a woman and sexually assaulting a second woman. Weinstein pleaded not guilty, saying the sexual contact was consensual. He is also facing sex crimes case in Los Angeles, where he's accused of abusing 2 more women.
A notice of execution is now signed for a man who killed his estranged girlfriend in Washington County. The Department of Corrections set an execution date of March 13th for Jordan Clements, but it's unclear if the execution will ever be carried out. Governor Tom Wolf issued a moratorium on executions back in 2015. Carissa Kunso was stabbed to death in 2012 in Mount Pleasant Township, Washington County. She filed a protection from abuse order against Clements before she was killed.
Today is primary day in New Hampshire, and Democratic presidential hopefuls pound the campaign trail trying to round up every supporter. President Trump dropped in for a rally last night to show his strength ahead of the vote. NBC's Alice Barr has Decision 2020 coverage from Manchester, New Hampshire.
Polls are open. open in New Hampshire in a wide-open race. Hey. Candidates getting in some final face time as voters have their say in the first in the nation primary. The first votes are already tallied in a long-held tradition, 3 tiny towns making their choice just after midnight. Here in Dixville Notch, a surprise. Michael Bloomberg, the write-in winner, taking 3 of the 5 votes cast. He won't even be on the ballot until Super Tuesday. Amy Klobuchar picked up the most votes from all 3 towns combined. She's been surging after a strong debate and is counting on a good finish here.
If the early votes, the midnight polls, are any indication, we're going to have a pretty good night tonight.
Bernie Sanders is the leader in New Hampshire, and today a new Quinnipiac University poll has him passing Joe Biden for the first time nationally.
We are in this together. Every family in America has its problems, and we have got to stand together.
With Sanders leading from the left, the rest of the field is trying to position themselves as a more centrist alternative.
They know my heart, they know my head.
We've been at this more than a year now, spreading our message about how we can put together a campaign based on belonging, the campaign that I believe will ultimately go on and defeat Donald Trump.
All trying to prove they have the best shot to beat President Trump, who held a huge rally in Manchester last night, reminding Democrats of the true fight ahead.
There is even more emphasis on New Hampshire after the contested results out of Iowa. All the candidates want a clean win here to ride that momentum, adding to the pressure. No candidate has ever gone on to be the party's nominee without finishing in the top 2 here. In Manchester, New Hampshire, Alice Barr, NBC News.
Only on 11, we're taking you behind the scenes of Jeopardy.
And talking one-on-one with Alex Trebek.
They worry about the unknown, so I'm going to try to keep the unknown hidden.
What motivates him to stay positive through his cancer battle and his message for Pittsburgh?
Snow and rain out there today. More is on the way. I'm timing that out, plus letting you know some of the biggest weather concerns as we head through the rest of the week.
Losing Rambo has, in this way, as far as I'm concerned, he's been murdered.
A woman's Yorkie beaten so badly he had to be put down. What she's doing to convince the killer to come forward.
And this is a live look from the scene of a train crash in Blahniks. The wreck is on the other side of the tracks. There are some roads closed in the area around 4th Street and Center Avenue, so our photographer is going to try to make his way over there to give us a closer look at the wreckage. We've got breaking details ahead.
You're streaming WPXI now, your source for original local shows. Corruption, fraud, scandal. Veteran reporter Brian Ross shines a light on accused criminals. Brian Ross Investigates, Friday at 9 p.m. right here on WPXI.
keeps you prepared.
The most extensive school closings, always scrolling.
Snow totals where you live.
And live conditions on the roads you travel. Plus urgent updates from the breaking news desk.
Watch Channel 11 Morning News. Watch Catherine Amenta and Gordon Lesh on Channel 11 Morning News.
He was just a little ball of fur and love. And I just don't understand how someone can be that cruel.
Outrage and sadness in Connellsville after a dog was beaten so badly it had to be put down. The Yorkie's owner says he escaped last week but was found the next day in rough shape. Channel 11's Kara Sapida spoke with the dog's owner, who calls this a murder.
He only weighed 8 pounds. He was just a little ball of fur and love.
Brenda Groh is mourning the loss of her tiny Yorkie dog. Last Wednesday, he got out from under their Connellsville fence around 11 at night, and Brenda spent the entire night searching.
We went the entire area, the neighborhood. I even took him with me because he's Cooper. The boxer is was so close to Rambo, they were like inseparable.
Cooper was sitting at the front door looking for Rambo, and Brenda is looking for the person who she believes killed him. A woman called the next morning saying the dog was found in her front yard, covered in mud and blood.
His canines were kicked into his sinus cavities. His upper jaw was smashed. His lower jaw was cracked away from the rest of his face, and his eye socket in his left eye was crushed. So he had to be put down.
The veterinarian said Rambo's injuries could not be from a car.
And he still feels that the dog was kicked in the face and stomped on the head. No car could have knocked your teeth out.
The mayor of Connellsville took to Facebook over the weekend, calling this heartbreaking and offensive and asking for surveillance video from the area or information on the person responsible, saying you can remain anonymous. And Brenda is demanding justice.
I lost my son 21 years ago in a car accident. He was my only child, so all my mother instincts and love went to my dogs. And losing Rambo has, in this way, as far as I'm concerned, he's been murdered.
Kara Sapida, Channel 11 News.
Such a terrible situation. A man is facing charges after a road rage incident outside a Taco Bell in Westmoreland County. State police say Michael Matrone punched and strangled the other driver after Matrone had to suddenly stop outside the restaurant, and his Taco Bell order fell on the floor of his car at the Hempfield Plaza in Hempfield Township. Investigators say Matrone admitted to pushing the driver, but he claims he didn't hit him. Man is off the streets after a crime spree in Uniontown. Police say Travis Llewellyn robbed 4 stores in less than 12 hours this past weekend. Police say a surveillance photo shows him walking into a Walgreens on Saturday. The clerk told officers Llewellyn pulled out a knife and threatened to cut her if she didn't give him cigarettes. Minutes later, police got another call about a robbery at a Family Dollar. Officers were actually at Llewellyn's house looking for him when the call came in.
Desperate people are dangerous, and that has escalated to now going from retail thefts to robberies.
Investigators say Llewellyn told them that he sells the cigarettes for drug money. Police say he could also be connected to another case in Fayette County.
State police are warning people about another social security scam. Our partners at Butler Radio report this scam comes with a phone call asking for payments using gift cards. The big takeaway here, the Social Security Administration doesn't make calls asking for payments. If you have a question about a suspicious phone call, contact your local police department.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Good afternoon. Taking a live look over the city. It's still cloudy. We've been hanging on to a few lingering flurries across the downtown area at least. 34. The wind chill is 34 because the wind is light. Here is Storm Tracker Doppler 11 radar. You can see the bulk of the moisture is now down to the south and east of the city. It's moved through southern Allegheny County, now through Westmoreland County, southern Washington County. You can see the Greensburg area getting in on a little bit of a rain-snow mix, and across the Indiana and points to the east, seeing some snow showers still. Where we are seeing some snow showers, do plan on that reduced visibility out the door. So look at that, Indiana just down to 1 mile, and we still are seeing some visibility issues in and around the Pittsburgh area, and especially points to the south. So southern Allegheny County dealing with some limited visibility. Washington even with 8 miles. That'll be the biggest concern travel-wise this afternoon. Some locations picking up a little bit of snow accumulation, but that was mainly on elevated surfaces where we had some really heavy bursts of snow. So do be advised there could be a few slick spots here and there if you did get under some of those heavier snow showers this afternoon. Currently it is 35 in Butler, 34 in Pittsburgh, 36 in Greensburg. So we're all dressed in the big coats today. Tonight it's going to be a cold night for us, down in the mid to upper 20s across the area. Pittsburgh falling to 26 into your Wednesday morning, 28 in Greensburg and 26 in Uniontown. Tomorrow we're in for another cold one as well, upper 30s to low 40s across the area, with Beaver checking in at 37, Butler 37, and Greensburg low 40s. Here's Storm Tracker, and I want you to pay close attention to what is happening over the next couple of days. Now this afternoon the model data shows us drying things out. We'll keep the clouds around, mostly cloudy skies overnight tonight. And then there will be some breaks in the clouds as we head toward morning tomorrow. So we'll actually be dealing with some sunshine, I think, out the door in many locations before clouds will thicken right back up as we head into late morning and afternoon. That's 1:30, but still dry until the evening. If you are commuting somewhere Wednesday evening, be advised we have more rain, more snow moving in. This is 6:30 Wednesday. Newcastle, Butler, Pittsburgh, Greensburg, Kittanning, Indiana, all seeing the snow. It's a rain-snow mix down to the south. Uniontown, Morgantown, rain at this point. This will be changing throughout the rest of the night as warmer air moves in. We're looking at some periods of moderate to heavy rain moving in Wednesday night. That's the yellow and the orange shaded color you're seeing. Meanwhile, we're still seeing that snow up along the I-80 corridor. Now, I do think there is the potential, at least for several inches of snow accumulation for parts of Lawrence County, northern Butler County. I-80 corridor points to the north, getting in on some heavy snow as we head into Wednesday evening. I'm putting together a map for a snowfall forecast that I want to show you in the next half hour, so you're going to want to stick around for that. Meanwhile, we're all seeing some steady rain as we head into the overnight. This is 2 a.m. Moderate to heavy rain from Washington to Pittsburgh and Kittanning. That's why we have the threat for flooding as well. Our creeks, our streams, our rivers will begin to rise. Here is the Storm Tracker 8:30 on Thursday, showing snow and rain across the area. I think snow showers are very well possible on and off throughout the day Thursday. So flooding concerns, periods of heavy rain, more than 1 inch in spots, rising creeks and rivers, and of course we know the Mon Wharf parking is closed for the foreseeable future. 5-day forecast with your weekend always in view. 39 through the next couple of days for the high temperatures. Rain and snow giving way to drying skies for today, this afternoon. More as we head into Wednesday evening, that is. Rain and snow showers at times on Thursday. I do have another concern as we head into Friday morning. I'll let you know what that is as well coming up in the next half hour. Just know that it's going to be turning increasingly colder as we head into Friday at 22, and the first part of your weekend looks the best. Mostly sunny with 36.
We like to think our 911 dispatchers have the latest technology to help in emergencies, but that's not the case in many local communities. 11 Investigates is looking into what's being done to change that.
Plus, why riders in one local township say waiting for the bus is putting their lives in danger. In Severe Weather Center 11, we cover weather everywhere you live.
And we have the experience to get it right. We know the weather patterns across our neighborhoods and understand the unique influences on your area. It's why there can be heavy downpours in northern Allegheny County,
while it's dry in Greensburg and snow is moving into Irwin.
Our priority is to prepare you for the weather in your neighborhood.
Count on Severe Weather Team 11 on Channel 11 News.
Tracking storms where you live.
Judge Judy.
The Beaver County Humane Society is calling for all pet owners to vaccinate their dogs against a deadly virus. The shelter is dealing with a second parvo case. This stray puppy is the second to test positive in recent months. Parvo is highly contagious, and it's a virus that attacks the dog's digestive system. Shelter officials say treatment for parvo can be more costly than the actual vaccine.
Some people in O'Hara Township say it is too dangerous to wait at their bus stop, and here's why. We're talking about the stop at Alpha Drive and Freeport Road. A lot of people use it to commute to RIDC Park, but they're worried about a construction fence. Riders told us it takes up a lot of space and it forces some people to crowd against the fence or have to stand in the road.
I think whenever they were actually standing on the road was a pretty close call because they're just there. And if somebody's speeding or not paying attention, they could have easily been hit.
Channel 11 reached out to O'Hara Township to see how long this construction is supposed to last and if anything can be done in the meantime, and we'll let you know when we hear back. Channel 11 sat down with Alex Trebek to talk about his battle with cancer.
And he told us what motivates him to stay positive.
The response from people all over America and Canada with regard to my current health situation has humbled me, really.
His special message for Pittsburgh coming up next.
Plus, another update to where some of the heaviest snow is falling this afternoon. And I'm going to let you know how much rain, how much snow we're looking to see later in the week.
When news is happening near you, Channel 11 is there.
Aliquippa, Coriopolis, Moon. We cover news everywhere you live.
That's what makes Channel 11 News different.
We're in McCandless, Cranberry, Butler. For news from where you live,
watch Channel.
News at NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt.
We're a team you can count on to cover stories that impact your life.
Whether it's across the street or around the world.
Channel 11 News at 6.
And NBC Nightly News at 6:30.
Severe weather coverage where you live.
On Channel 11 News.
Back to breaking news now and a live look from the scene of that train crash in Blahniks. Our photographer now on the other side of the tracks there. You can see it looks like a trailer there from a tractor trailer was clipped by this semi as it came through, just from what we can see right there. And the trailer looks like it's actually split in half, the back wheels of the trailer back over there closer to the train tracks. Some heavy equipment is being moved in to move this wreck. This is at 4th Street and Center Avenue near the Blahniks Community Park. Also getting reports of power lines down and outages in the area. And we saw utility crews up on ladders and lifts a few minutes ago trying to make some of those repairs. We're going to stay on the scene. We'll continue to check in with this, and we'll have updates throughout this newscast and tonight on Channel 11 News at 5.
All of the cards and letters I have received giving me advice, offering prayers for me, has really touched me.
He has become the face of courage, fighting stage 4 pancreatic cancer while hosting America's favorite game show, Jeopardy! For 36 years, we've welcomed Alex Trebek into our homes as he quizzes us on every topic imaginable.
Watch it every night. And only on 11, Alex Trebek opens up to our Jennifer Tomazik about his very public battle, his future, and his message to Pittsburgh.
We got all kinds of behind-the-scenes access to Jeopardy! I also had the chance to sit down one-on-one and talk with Alex Trebek, and I gave him messages from Pittsburghers.
This is Jeopardy!
For 36 years.
Here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek!
He's the face who's been in your living room helping to ease you out of your busy day.
When I began, I had no idea that Jeopardy! Would become as popular as it is. To me, it was just another job.
But Alex Trebek made it a career, one that doesn't seem to have an end date just yet.
I'm going to keep hosting as long as I can, and as long as my skills don't diminish.
I had a chance recently to spend the day with Alex, speak one-on-one with him, and show you what it's like these days behind the scenes of Jeopardy! As so many people across the world are focused on Alex's health and his very public battle with pancreatic cancer. Just outside the studio in Culver City, California, this caught our eye. A glass case spilling out onto the walls, full of encouragement.
All of the cards and letters I have received giving me advice, offering prayers for me, has really touched me.
If I can, I want to read you something.
Okay.
Some messages from folks in Pittsburgh. Godspeed, Alex, on your journey. Prayers to Alex. Prayers for you and your family. A true gentleman. Godspeed, sir.
The response from people all over America and Canada with regard to my current health situation has humbled me, really. I had no idea that our show and myself had such an impact in the lives of so many people out there.
You wouldn't know he's in a fight for his life by watching Alex Trebek at work. Many close to him tell me that he is one of the first ones in the office at 6 a.m. some days, reading through all the questions and the answers, meeting with producers. The day we were there for a taping of Jeopardy! He was on point during the games.
Let's go to work in round 1, shall we?
And had a quick wit for the audience's questions during commercial breaks.
Are you trying to get between me and my wife?
There's a reason that he has been the host of Jeopardy! Since it restarted in 1984.
He is truly hosting the show. He's running the game. He's not just reading the clues, he's delivering the clues, he's presenting the clues, he's acting them out when necessary.
Executive producer Harry Friedman and Trebek are part of the show's success. Neither would talk about Jeopardy!'s future, how long Alex will continue, will it continue without him, or who his successor may be. Instead, the focus is on the here and the now, and the message for all those who are fighting their own battles, health or otherwise.
My response has been the same for all of these people. Let's both agree that we're going to become survivors.
Reporting from Sony Pictures Studios, Jennifer Tomazik, Channel 11 News.
Certainly wish him the best. Even my 7-year-old was excited about Jennifer's story, the fact that she got to go out and interview him. On our WPXI Facebook page, you can watch Jennifer's entire interview with Alex, by the way.
And check out some more behind-the-scenes photos from the Jeopardy! Set on our WPXI News app. And just a reminder, you can watch Jeopardy! On Channel 11. We do every weeknight, 7 p.m.
Back with another check of the forecast and the radar right now. Some of the moisture is rain, it's snow, and where we're seeing the rain is down in southern Washington County, northern Greene County, out toward Uniontown. Greensburg, you're going to need your umbrella before you head out, as we do track mixed precipitation moving through that area, as well as the higher elevations of Westmoreland County. More heavy rain and snow is on the way late Wednesday and Thursday as a series of low pressure systems and cold fronts come across the area. We are still looking at the potential for up to 1 inch, if not a little bit higher, maybe even 1.5 inches in some locations as we head into Wednesday night and Thursday. And so, of course, flooding will become a concern as we head through this time frame. It's not only the rain, though. Some of you will see snow, and it could be heavy in spots. Still to come in about 15 minutes. I'll show you a look at the snowfall forecast for later in the week.
Changes could soon be coming to the state's Amber Alert system. This just days after 11 Investigates highlighted what went wrong with the system in the case of little Nalani Johnson.
We know the first 3 hours are critical. If you don't get to the child in the first 3 hours, it's very likely something very bad is going to happen to them, like what happened with Nalani.
Eric Chafin, the attorney who drafted the Nalani Johnson rule, says the bill now has a sponsor. The proposed amendment expedites Amber Alerts and would allow law enforcement to immediately activate an Amber Alert in the case of abducted children under the age of 13, even without certain criteria being met.
There's a new SWAT team in Alikiski. It's made up of officers from several different departments, according to our partners at the Trib. The new Community Emergency Response Team started specialized training in October. They cover 7 municipalities and include 18 members. So far this year, they've been called twice, once for a high-risk search warrant in New Kensington. And just last week, they recovered heroin, cocaine, guns, and cash during a search of a home in Washington Township. The White House has submitted a $4.8 trillion federal budget proposal. It was delivered to the House Budget Committee yesterday. It arrived pretty much DOA with proposed cuts to food stamps, farm subsidies, Medicaid, and student loans, which will never pass the House of Representatives. The plan also boosts military funding and sends $25 billion to NASA. And it doesn't touch spending for Social Security or Medicare benefits.
Schools left with no place for prom after a local event venue closed.
We're finding out how much students lost and if they'll ever get it back.
And we are staying on top of some breaking news. A tractor trailer clipped by a train near 4th Street and Center Avenue in Blahniks. That trailer split in half. Some of it is still under the train. No one was hurt, but there is damage to some nearby buildings, and it has also brought down power lines, so there are some outages. Heavy equipment is being brought in to clear this wreck.
Count on Severe Weather Team 11 Alert on Channel 11 Morning News.
When snow falls, we use the area's most powerful tools to keep you prepared.
Pittsburgh's most extensive school closings are on your screen all the time.
In Severe Weather Center 11, I'm tracking snow totals in your neighborhood.
While I direct our fleet of traffic trackers to show you live road conditions. From the breaking news desk, I'm bringing you urgent updates all morning.
Count on 11 Alert on Channel 11 Morning News. Maggie Finnegan on Channel 11 News at 5.
Ben Roethlisberger is giving back to local police departments. His foundation just made big donations to the K-9 units at Homestead, Butler, Connellsville, Indiana Township, and the Uniontown Police Departments, and the Beaver Falls Fire Department. Indiana Township Police say they used the money to help get a new K-9 named Toki. East Deer plans to tear down 7 problem properties. That's the most they've ever demolished in a single year. According to the Trib, the homes will come down this spring. The township is getting a $100,000 grant to cover the costs. Officials say the properties on the list have not been vacant for that long and have been deteriorating. Most of the homes were owned by older residents who have since passed on.
Congress is now weighing in on the debate over whether to pay student athletes. California passed a law that says college players can make endorsements or pitch merchandise without risk of scholarships or eligibility. Dozens of other states are looking to do the same, and today a Senate panel is hosting a hearing on if and how college players should be paid.
It was about winning and revenue generation, and the athletes were largely just pawns in this big game where a lot of people got rich and they didn't.
The head of the NCAA opposes, I should say, paying players and is urging Congress to craft uniform rules that universities can follow in order to avoid potentially conflicting state laws.
Well, brides are not the only ones scrambling after a local event center closed its doors.
In our case, it's 200 kids who have lost all this money that we've been raising for 4 years.
What local schools are doing now that they have no place for prom.
Plus, I'll let you know how much snow we're expected to see later in the week and when some icy spots may develop across the area.
You're watching WPXI Now, your source for original local shows. Avoid scams, save money, and find great deals. Top consumer advocate Clark Howard. Weekdays at 8:30 a.m. and 7:30 p.m. on WPXI. Channel 11 Morning News for breaking news. Now, we've expanded our coverage of breaking news where you live. Our anchor connects you to new information all morning long. Don't miss anything happening in the morning. Watch Channel 11 Morning News.
Be prepared during severe weather.
Count on Channel 11 Morning News.
In our case, it's 200 kids who have lost all this money that we've been raising for 4 years.
Yes, it's not just brides who are scrambling after Noah's event venue suddenly closed its locations in Butler and Washington counties. Now, 2 local high schools are left without a place for their proms. Channel 11's Jillian Hartman spoke with students who say they've been planning their senior prom and looking forward to this memorable night since they were 14.
So many hours have gone into planning this and to making this like the best prom possible, and it definitely hurts.
Prom is 3 months away, and now seniors and staff at Knock High School are scrambling to find a new venue for the big night.
Just a whole next layer of stress that I don't know if any of us have much time for senior year, you know.
They found out Noah's event venue abruptly closed all its locations nationwide last Friday, including the ones in Cranberry and Cannonsburg. This also blindsided several couples who have to figure out a backup plan for their weddings.
But in our case, it's 200 kids who have lost all this money that we've been raising for 4 years.
The senior class put a $5,700 down payment for the venue.
I think realistically that $5,700 is not going to come back in time to make a difference in our prom, but even just to donate it to later classes, I think that'd be awesome.
Now students are working with faculty members to find a different venue. So is Fort Cherry School District, who's in the same boat. Right now there's a GoFundMe page set up to raise money for Fort Cherry's prom because they say they lost about $3,500. Today, Noah's Corporation posted a statement to their website saying in part they have ceased operations immediately, and those impacted are eligible to file for an administrative claim to get their money back.
Several building owners willing to host already planned events under different management. It's unclear if the locations in our area will be doing that.
We just got new breaking details on that train crash in Blahniks. The fire chief tells us the train was heading north and it collided with a big rig at 4th Street and Center Avenue. You can see that train is now moving again. Apparently, the trucker in this case, we're told, got lost and was backing up over tracks when the gate came down and the train split the trailer in half. One axle was on the track, the other axle under the train. And we just learned that that crash caused a parked car to flip into the air. That also crashed into a building from what it looked like from earlier video. Again, that train is now moving in the area, but we understand this is a big mess to clean up. No one was hurt, fortunately. Look for any new updates tonight on Channel 11 News at 5. A government program designed to help firefighters, police officers, and teachers pay off student loans has denied almost everyone who has applied. Consumer advisor Clark Howard explains how new rules aim to change that.
The amount of total student loan debt in the country has crossed $1.5 trillion. That's so much money you can't even imagine how many zeros that is. And a lot of the people who have that student loan debt were eligible for student loan forgiveness. Those are people who work as teachers, firefighters, police officers, others working for nonprofit organizations. But even though people did what they were supposed to do over the years, the Education Department turned down 99% of people who were in those jobs that applied for student loan forgiveness. It caused an uproar across the country, and now new rules have just been implemented that for about 3/4 of the people turned down, you're now going to actually get the student loan forgiveness that you've applied for. So if you got discouraged, gave up, go back into the system and try again, and hopefully this time those who are putting their lives on the line as firefighters and police officers, those who teach our kids, are going to get the loan forgiveness you were promised. For more about this, I've got a full guide at Clark.com. I'm Clark Howard.
And you can see more from Clark Howard on our streaming app. Just search for WPXI on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Welcome back. Taking a look at visible satellite, and we've got the clouds that are really thick across the area. Again, the heaviest moisture is now south of Pittsburgh. It's been moving through Fayette and Westmoreland County. A little bit of rain, a little bit of snow mix, reducing visibility. If you're out there, 37 in Greensburg. It's 34 in Pittsburgh. The temperatures look to rise a couple of more degrees through this afternoon, but we should start to dry things out later on as well. Upper 30s here later today. A little bit of a breeze at times, winds 5 to 15 miles per hour out of the west-northwest. If you're heading out this evening, you'll need the big coat. 37 at 7 o'clock, 36 at 9. Here's the hour by hour through the overnight, falling into the 20s overnight tonight with a mostly cloudy sky, a low down to 26 degrees, and winds that will be much lighter, right around 3 to 5 miles per hour. Tomorrow, we're back to a high near 39 degrees with a southerly wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour. We're also going to be tracking some early morning sunshine before clouds thicken right back up, and we bring in that chance for some rain and some snow later in the evening. Here's Storm Tracker 4:30 this afternoon, showing the quieter skies across the area. The clouds, though, pretty persistent through a good part of the overnight hours before we see some breaks toward morning. This is a look at 9 a.m. So when you head out the door, areas here in this whitish gray shaded color, that would be where we see some clouds, but I think the clouds really start to win out as we head late morning and afternoon. You can see how thick they become at the 2 o'clock hour there. Then snow, rain starts to move in from the south. And this is a look at 7 p.m. You can see Newcastle, Butler, Katanning, Indiana, Pittsburgh seeing snow. Meanwhile, we have that rain-snow mix. Could even be a little sleet in there as well for points to the south at this point. And Uniontown, Morgantown seeing that rain at that point. Now, this warm air will continue to move in from the south, and that's going to ultimately cut down on the snow totals for some of our southern communities down here. Meanwhile, I think if you are up around Newcastle, places like northern Butler County, you could get in on several inches of snow before it all turns to rain. This is a look at 11:30 p.m. Wednesday. Moderate to heavy rain across the area. We're going to be tracking that flood threat with our streams and our creeks and rivers rising into Thursday morning. More rain, more snow across the area as colder air works its way in. The Ohio River at Pittsburgh, we do have that flood advisory. The current stage is 19.62 feet. Forecast crest is this evening at 19.9 feet. You can see the Mon Wharf floods at 18. That's why the Mon Wharf parking lot is currently closed. Now, as far as the snow, it does look like we could see the potential for a couple of inches, as I mentioned, along the I-80 corridor. I even think some of the newer data coming in this afternoon, some of the heavier totals actually pushing into southern Beaver, kind of spreading up toward northern Butler, up toward Clarion, about 3 inches, maybe even more than that in that area. Meanwhile, about an inch or so in Pittsburgh. This is just one computer model. Let me show you another one, the American weather model. As this animates, you're going to see not really a whole lot. This one's not really showing a lot because it thinks the warm air wins out. It's a lot to track over the next couple of days, and I hope you stay with us as we as we look over the data over the next couple of days and watch this for you here. So we are looking at your 5-day forecast now, and we've got 39 through Thursday. And I did want to mention, guys, a flash freeze is possible by Thursday night as those temperatures plummet down into the teens. Friday 22, first part of the weekend is looking good.
All right, thanks, Danielle. Well, you may have seen a bunch of videos of people balancing brooms.
The story behind the broom challenge and why NASA is at the center of it.
You put on Channel 11 Morning News. There is a team that has been working all night to get you the news you need.
The news doesn't stop. We don't stop.
I know you have a busy morning. I'm a mom, too, and you're doing 1,000 different things.
We want to make sure you know everything you need to know to get prepared for your day as you head out the door.
You're going to get weather and traffic every 10 minutes. Jennifer is going to tell you the breaking news as it's happening.
We're not repeating the same stories over and over. We're digging for those new details.
You can be assured that you're going to get all the information you need before.
Meteorologist Stephen Cropper tracking the weather in your neighborhood.
Too much time spent on smartphones or social media may be bad for teens' mental health. Canadian researchers found a link between excessive use and mental distress. The scientists cannot say that one causes the other, only that there was a possible link. Parents are encouraged to talk about phone and internet safety with children and try to be a good role model by limiting your own amount of screen time. So did you see people balancing brooms yesterday on social media? It was apparently the broom challenge.
Apparently so. It started with a post from what appeared to be NASA. Well, the post claimed due to the Earth's gravitational pull and planetary alignment, a broom could stand on its own yesterday and only yesterday. Turns out NASA never sent the post, but it is possible to balance a broom any day of the year. And so everybody is on Facebook doing it. There you go. That's why it's there.
Social media for you. That's all for Channel 11 News at noon. Our next newscast is tonight at 5.
Thanks for watching. Have a great day.
Heart disease is the #1 cause of death for women in the U.S.
But eating a healthier diet can reduce your risk. AHN is teaming up with Giant Eagle and the American Heart Association to help you get started.
Join us for Love Your Heart events